Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com and I came to Mumbai, India to eat. In this video, I'm gonna share with you 10 of the best Indian street foods that you don't want to miss eating when you're in Mumbai. So keep watching this video for some incredibly delicious Mumbai street food. Starting off at number 1 is Vada Pav, which you'll also commonly hear as Vada Pav. It's one of the ultimate Indian street foods in Mumbai that you'll find across the entire city. It begins with a spiced mashed potato mixture, which is lightly battered and deep fried to a crisp. The potato patty gets packed into a fluffy white bun and then gets doused in a variety of extremely flavorful chutneys. I'm not sure if this is if you push this one down and then just kind of pick up the whole thing. I think you do. Oh, wow. That is unbelievable. The real wow factor of this Vada Pav are the different chutneys that are involved. Oh, wow. It's like a salty, minty, spicy, just powerfully flavorful, delicious vegetarian sandwich. Oh, it's really good. Bhelpuri is the perfect Mumbai beach snack. It's crunchy, sour, sweet, salty, and spicy, and it just makes you want to keep eating, snacking, and hanging out. There are many versions of Bhelpuri, but it often contains puffed rice, sev, which are fried little crispies made from chickpea flour, stirred up with onions, tomatoes, dhania, and a balance of salty, sweet, and spicy chutneys. Once you start eating Bhelpuri, you can't stop. I'm gonna take the lime and squeeze it all over. It's kind of sweet and savory and crispy. Yeah, it tastes like Rice Krispies, just mixed with all sorts of sweet and tangy and spicy and onions. Oh, and there's some potatoes in there on the bottom there too, I think. With that squeeze of lime. That's nice because it contrasts that sweet, tangy sauce. These little spoons are kind of flimsy. This is a good beach snack. Sev Puri is a type of Mumbai chaat that happens to be one of my personal favorites. A flat, crunchy puri is topped with creamy potatoes and onions, then it's covered in tamarind, chili, and garlic chutney, sprinkled with diced bits of sour mango, and finally it's topped in a heaping handful of shev, which are thin, crispy noodles made from chickpea flour. If I take out the first one, hopefully we can all see what is inside. Oh yeah, the cross section. There are onions in there and potatoes. Oh, this is one of my favorite chats. That potato is so creamy that it almost reminds me of guacamole. It's like avocado almost. It burns your throat a little bit going down, and then you can taste the sweetness from the chutney. It's so well balanced, and that is an awesome snack. It's like crunchy and juicy. These are right at that size where they are almost too big to take a full bite. But then at the same time, you're just not sure if you want to bite it in half and risk collapsing the entire snack bite. I'll go with the one bite. Those chutneys, and then everything just collapses in your mouth. Pav Bhaji is one of Mumbai's most dominant, iconic street foods. It was originally invented in the 1850s by street food vendors who took an assortment of leftover vegetables, mashed them all up with some butter and spices like cumin and turmeric, and served it with bread. Nowadays in Mumbai, Pav Bhaji is often prepared on a giant hot griddle. The potatoes, tomatoes, and spices are mashed up into a puree, swished around with butter and water until they reach a saucy consistency, and it's served with a buttered, toasted roll to mop it all up. So it's the combination of pav, which is a bun like this, and then the bhaji, which is this tomato, potato puree with spices. You can feel the starchiness of the potato, but then it has a really nice like tartness from the tomato, and then it's a little bit spicy. You can taste that like blend of cumin and turmeric in there as well, and then yeah, you can taste the butter in there quite well as well. That's a very buttery, fluffy roll. Just a really quick intermission. I want to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel for lots more food and travel videos. Click subscribe now. Okay, back to the video. Grilled meat is an essential street food, and in Mumbai you'll find some insanely tempting delicacies roasted over charcoal. Along with chicken tikka, sheikh kebabs, and boti kebabs, rolls, which usually consist of meat wrapped in bread, are one of the greatest on-the-go or late-night street food snacks. In Mumbai, you have to try the chicken buna rolls. The rumali roti, a thin circular roti that's cooked on what looks like an upside-down wok, is cooked fresh and then stuffed with boneless chicken in a wonderfully flavorful tomato-based gravy. Oh, actually, I think I should not actually unravel it. I think you're supposed to tear so you don't lose any juices on the bottom. That bread is amazing. It's really very similar to a tortilla. Then that's like shredded chicken with kind of a tomatoey, spicy kind of, yeah, sauce. That is a comfort roll. What I am gonna attempt to do though is add some more sauce and some onions. And scoop that on there. Oh yeah. Chai, a tea beverage that's consumed throughout India, is one of the greatest street-side drinks. The black tea is usually brewed strong, mixed with a generous ratio of creamy, full-fat milk, sweetened with plenty of sugar, and it's often flavored with cardamom, ginger, or masala to give it an extra boost. And it's always piping hot. Actually, like burning hot. My fingers are on fire right now. Oh, I have missed you. You can taste just a hint of spice in there and maybe a little bit of cardamom in there, and then it's creamy. It's just fantastic. Drinking cups of hot tea on the side of the road is just one of the great joys of being in India. Pani Puri is an absolute genius of an Indian street food snack. Not only is it delicious, but it's refreshing and fun to eat. A small hole is poked into the top of a puri, which is a hollow circular chip. It's then typically half filled with a combination of potatoes, chickpeas, onions, and spices. The puri then gets dunked into flavored water to fill the other half of the puri. But you eat them by the single, and you gotta eat them fast before they go soggy on you. Oh, it's amazing. It just explodes with like juices. It's salty, it's a little bit spicy. You can taste like a little bit of like a minty freshness, and then you have like these starchy chickpeas in there as well, all wrapped up by like a hollow chip. Oh, it's good. And once you finish one bite, you get another one. Okay. Thank you. Although not always a street food, Bombay Duck is one of the most iconic Mumbai foods, and it's something that you don't want to miss eating when you visit. Despite being called duck, it's not actually duck at all, but it's a locally caught lizard fish, which can be prepared in a number of different ways. But it's commonly rubbed in semolina flour and deep fried. And I got the whole thali, so it comes with a number of different side dishes, including rice and chapat. I think these are chapatis, and then some chutneys and curries. I'm gonna try the bumbil fry first. And you can see these are like little curly sides of a fish. I think it's just the fillet side of the fish, and then it is coated in some kind of coating and then deep fried. That is extremely tender. That just like flakes apart. Wow. That's good. That is salty and really, really crispy. Okay, I'll take that piece of bombil fish and mix it into that rice. That's amazing. A sandwich is probably not the first thing that comes to mind when you think about Indian food. But when it comes to Mumbai street food, sandwiches of many different combinations and styles are very popular. The basic recipe calls for some layers of vegetables like masala mashed potatoes, cucumber, beetroot, red onions, tomatoes, some cheese, and a few spreads of chutney for that incredible flavor. I think the best way to eat a Mumbai street sandwich is to order it toasted, so it gets crispy on the edges and warm all the way through. This sandwich was topped with some sev and then served with chutney and chili sauce on the side. So this is a classic Indian Mumbai street sandwich. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at all those layers of vegetables. And this is a vegetarian sandwich as well, but there is some cheese. I'm gonna take this first wedge of sandwich and I think I'll go in for some of that chutney. Oh, and I'm losing some ingredients though. Oh well. I can taste a little bit of cumin in there. And what I really like is that beetroot. That's really good. The beetroot is just soft and just sort of dissolves. And then you have the crunchy cucumber, the crisp onion, and then the cheese just is melted and just wraps it all together. And then that like minty kind of chutney in there as well. Although dosa is originally from South India, it's a street food you'll find all over Mumbai as well. A dosa begins with a fermented batter made from rice and urad beans that's swirled into a circular motion on a hot griddle and fried until golden crispy. A traditional masala dosa is filled with spiced potatoes and served with sambar and chutney on the side. But in Mumbai, you'll find some serious creative and fusion dosas that can include all sorts of different flavors and seasonings. Oh, and it's crispy and soft at the same time. And go in for all of that beautiful, it's almost, yeah, it's prepared kind of like a curry. But I love how there's so many greens in there. I think there's green onions in there as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks incredible. Oh, wow. That is incredible. Wow, it's just packed full of flavor. You've got the crispy, sort of like spongy, but very thin, like almost like crepe-like dosa. And then that curry. I cannot believe how quickly and how masterfully he whipped up that paneer tikka. I was expecting it to be good, but that is incredible. And then I will add some extra chutney to it. I think this is a coconut-based chutney. Oh, that chutney. That brings us to the end of this video about 10 of the best Indian street foods in Mumbai that you have to try. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and that you're now ready to start eating. Thank you again for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and leave a comment below. And also make sure you subscribe for the next videos, and I will see you on the next travel and food videos.